let's talk about the game day experience. All right. I have got to be real with you. I was blown away by how much fun I had on Saturday yesterday. So I drove up Friday night, went to NBNR Podcast Live, got to see Redcast Rob, got to see Ken from Generation Red. Obviously, I hung out with all the No Block, No Rock guys. First time meeting all of them in person. So that was so cool, hanging out with them and all that. They had a great live show. It was cool to be a part of that. Very interactive thing. Super cool. Drive to Lincoln after all that. Hang out with my brother and his friends or whatever. Look at this. And then I go over to the game. So I also should say, wake up at like 6:30. We're just listening to game day songs, like just getting hyped up. It was a good time. Went and tailgated with Mike from No Block, No Rock. That was a lot of fun. Got to hang out with him, meet some new friends, get some new faces. That was really sick, man. That was so sick. And then when I get to the stadium, some things got moved around. Look where I'm sitting at. Boom. Perfect seats, man. Perfect seats. That was awesome. I was sitting right in the south end zone. I usually don't sit there, but just it got some things, and that's where I ended up sitting for this game. That was so much fun. I was real close. I got a video I'd like to show you guys. Look at this video I got. It's one of my favorites that I've taken. I've gotten a couple videos of touchdowns in the past, and that might be my favorite one that I've gotten, if I got to be real with you. But kind of going just game day experience. That was honestly the game day atmosphere in Lincoln this year felt different. Like it felt so greatly different. I'm saying that in a positive way. It really did feel different to me. Like it seems like there's some real energy behind this team in 2024. I got nervous before kickoff, right? All the people around me know. Like I was like, oh God, I just hope we win. I know I said I wanted to win by so and so much, but like, now I just want to win. I can't. Georgia Southern scarred me, right? I got to be real with you. It was super hot, but the stadium was packed, and I could be wrong on this. Okay, so you can feel free to correct me. This is just my personal experience. That was the loudest I've seen it for a group of 5 school. Yes, I know it was the season opener, but I think it's just the energy of everyone believing in this team. I really do. That was hold on, let me move my PlayStation controller. Sorry about that. PlayStation controller sitting in the background is bugging me. But that was as loud as I've seen it for a group of 5 game. And I think it's just the belief that we all have in this team. Matt Rule has reinvigorated this program before we've even seen the results. And that's just so awesome to me. So getting to what happened to the game. Nebraska, UTEP won the toss, they deferred, so Nebraska gets the ball. Open up the season, we get the ball, so we get to see Dylan right away. Could that drive have been any better? I don't think so, right? 12 plays, 72-yard drive, took 6 minutes off the clock. It ended in a split zone play. Counter looking, but it was just split zone for the first points of the year, but Dylan made some good throws along the way. Then the black shirt defense comes out and gets a 3-and-out. You guys are going to see that in the video. I do a breakdown on that last play. Nebraska offense did struggle for a little bit in the first quarter. Had turnovers on downs, a 3-and-out. UTEP drove down and scored off. They caught us off pace, I think, a little bit with the tempo, but that was the only thing they put together all day, right? Nebraska put together a big drive with the red zone, and then it ended in a red zone fumble, which was not very that's when I got nervous. 7-7, and then we fumble in the red zone. I'm thinking, oh, not again. Well, the other plays I gotta show you guys. Oh man, Ty Robinson made a huge play for the safety. I just realized that screenplay that I talked about, that's something I need to mention to you guys. The screenplay that I talked about, you're not going to see that on this channel. You need to go check out Generation Red podcast. They're doing their own BA breakdown segment, and I gave them 2 original plays. So I did break that play down. I just forgot. It's not going on this channel. So you're going to have to go there to check that out. Okay, fair enough. But man, just kind of finally like recapping this game, like after that big touchdown, it was just the blowout we've wanted to see for a long time in Nebraska, have we not? Like even the games against not good teams, like last year, what 28-7 or 28-14, whatever it was. Like when was the last time that third quarter we were able to start emptying the benches? Something I took away right away was how much fun our sideline was having. All the dancing. And hey, yeah, the stadium was emptying a little bit early, but I can't be real. I'm not gonna be mad about it. I stayed, but like I'm not gonna be mad about like we're up 40-7. The crowd brought it. Like I said, that was as loud as I've seen it. That first half was as loud as I've ever seen it for a group of 5 opponent. Like it's insane. I'm very happy with how this game went. Jokingly on all my social media pages, and I texted almost every non-Husker fan I know and was like, "Have you heard the news?" And they're like, "Whoa, what's up?" Or they'll send me question marks. I'm like, "Nebraska's so back." Yes, I am half kidding. But how long has it been since we've seen a good-looking offense like that? Let's be for real. How long has it been since we've been able to pull our starters in like the third quarter, right? Nebraska hasn't won their home. Nebraska has not started 1-0 since 2019. Think about that. At halftime, we were about 80 yards short of our season yardage highs from last year. The biggest stat that came away to me was Dylan having 192 yards at halftime. And last season, we never hit 200 passing yards total. So he was only 8 away. He ended with 238 and basically playing 2.5 quarters. That's crazy. And the biggest takeaway I have from this game, if you guys want the complete and honest, utter truth, is I do feel a little bit differently about this year now. Am I going off my 7-5 prediction? No. Like, I stand by it. I still think that's realistic. But by different, here's what I mean. Do I feel this year's different than what we've seen in the past? Yes. We're going to go bowling this year. I believe that from everything in my being after seeing that now. I think you can convince me this team's going to win 8. I think they have an outside shot to win 9 now. I wouldn't predict 9 wins just yet, but I'm willing to concede to you right now that it is not out of the realm of possibility. Dylan blew me away. I'll show you on one of those throws. You guys, oh man, one of the film breakdowns we do have is one of Dylan's, the throw to Jamal Banks right before halftime is ungodly for an 18-year-old kid. I want you to think about something for a second. An 18-year-old kid, as a freshman, as an 18-year-old, is a better quarterback than anything we've had in over a decade, probably, just throwing the football. Right. And I'm not trying, like, I loved Adrian Martinez, but like he wasn't throwing the football like this. He was obviously using his run game quite a bit, and he was great. But like quarterback throw, oh man. So here's my thing. I do see like the revamped wide receiver core looked real good. The running game looked really good. It was UTEP. And that's something that keeps getting pointed out to me in my jokes. And I understand it's UTEP. But my point of saying Nebraska is going to have a good year has nothing to do with UTEP. My key takeaway is look how different we looked. How much fun did we have on the sidelines? How hyped up were we getting? We were throwing the football, making good decisions, making crazy explosive plays. And Nebraska let their foot off the gas early, obviously, because it was a blowout. Even with a bad first quarter, we put up 40 points in a game where our starters played 2.5 quarters, basically. I'm just saying, man. No matter what you think of the opponent, whatever, to me, it was very obvious that the quality of the offense has gone up. The play calling, our offensive concepts, and obviously the execution have shown huge improvement. And that's not just something situational. Those are things that carry over game to game, no matter the opponent. That's what I want you guys to realize is the things that I saw on Saturday. And now that I've rewatched the game 1 or 2 times, rewatched the full thing once and then kind of skipped around a second time. Those are the things that translate no matter who the opponent is. So no, am I changing my mind saying we're going to win 9 or 10 games? No. but I can say we're going to go be able to compete against good football teams. We're going to be able to go beat good football teams. We're going to compete with great teams. We're going to beat good teams is what I'm saying. So I think 7-8 wins is still realistic, but now I feel even stronger about that. I just feel so good. It was a fantastic game. Dylan was doing things that we haven't seen. So you guys might remember this. I was saying that Dylan about checking in and out of things, and this is just me kind of just being a jerk. People were telling me on Facebook and on Twitter, I was getting DMs on Twitter telling me that, like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Matt Rule would never let a quarterback, let alone a freshman quarterback, check in and out of plays. And I said, guys, high school quarterbacks do that. Like, what are we doing? I want to show you a clip from Matt Rule just to, if you still think that Dylan Raiola isn't making pre-snap decisions, just look at this.
The best one was he three-way checked. He three-way checked the long run by Emmett, right? Like he checked it and then they kind of moved and he checked it back. And so then he checked it again and got us to that run. So like when you have a freshman that's checking and reloading things, that's an unbelievable job by Sat.
I'm just saying. The only reason I played that was to kind of pat myself on the back a little bit because I just got tired of people that don't know football tell me I don't know football.